afternoon, Kitty. Happy Monday. Good to be here. Good to not be on East Cap City right now, which is very heavy all the way through Midtown to get to Cal Expo. And it's also a spoon that you get off either 50 or 99. It's sluggish all the way through the Midtown, speeds dropping way down there. So you can spend some more time with us. We sure do appreciate it. Traffic on the 10s every 10 minutes, mornings and afternoons. Dana Hess, KFBK News Radio, 93.1 FM, 1530 AM.
Thanks, Dana. KFBK forecast.
See a thunder shower this evening. Otherwise, it'll be overcast tonight with a low 63 to 67. Some clouds tomorrow, then sunshine. Tomorrow's high 88 to 92. It'll be hot Wednesday with sunshine. Wednesday's high 96 to 100. I'm AccuWeather's Drew Shannon on KFBK, Sacramento's News Radio.
All right, 82 right now in Sacramento, 83 in Carmichael, 82 in Elk Grove. And at 401, your top national story, cleanup is underway in the aftermath of Tropical Storm Hillary, which dropped record amounts of rain on Southern California. Before moving on, ABC's Alex Stepp has the latest.
Early assessments show minimal damage and no deaths or significant injury from the storm or Sunday's earthquake. Now that the storm has moved out, cleanup is underway. And to those government workers and students who were told to stay home today, LA Mayor Karen Bass says
tomorrow there should be no reason for everyone to be back to work in person.
Areas where mud covers roads are now being cleaned up. Alex Stone, ABC News in Los Angeles County.
Your top local story, Sacramento Mayor Darrell Steinberg taking a different approach to the annual State of the City address this year. Steinberg instead is hosting 3-panel discussions on topics important to Sacramento's future, including economic development, homelessness, affordable housing, and the city's climate goals. Each discussion will feature industry experts and community leaders. The first is going to be held this evening, tonight, focusing on a more entrepreneurial approach to bring more live music to the city and activating underutilized spaces in commercial corridors. Tonight's discussion starts at 6 o'clock, and that'll be streamed on the Mayor's Facebook page and YouTube channel. Let's get more news now with KFBK's Joe Michaels.
Kitty, as we told you Friday on the KFBK Afternoon News, California's Department of State Hospitals held a closed meeting earlier today regarding placing a sexually violent predator in Placer County. William Stevenson, having been granted conditional transient release after spending nearly 30 years between prison and state hospitals. Placer County DA Morgan Geyer tells us very little information was offered at this morning's meeting.
The Department of State Hospital lack of transparency throughout this entire process has been somewhat disheartening. We obviously, as the District Attorney's Office, we oppose Mr. Stevenson's release.
Placer County Sheriff Wayne Wu finding common ground with the predator.
Mr. Stevenson admits he has no ties here and actually requested not to be assigned to Placer County. And he and I agree on that point. We don't want him here and he doesn't want to be here.
Comment period for Placer County residents once a potential location for Stevenson is chosen. A court hearing discussing his release is scheduled for September 1st. California's
approaching a railroad crossing.
Tentative working agreement. KFBK's Matt Cassini has details.
After more than 4 months of negotiations, the Service Employees International Union says it reached the biggest contract deal ever in the state of California. FDIC Local 1000 says it includes a 10% general salary increase, wage increases for low-paid workers, a monthly health care stipend of $165, and other provisions. 8 people were detained, including 2 Sacramento City Council members, for locking arms and blocking people from the building during a union protest last week. Matt Cassini, KFBK, Sacramento's News Radio.
Shock, anger, and sadness over the death of a Southern California shop owner. Police tell us the woman was fatally shot outside her clothing store in Cedar Glen on Friday because of the pride flag she displayed to support the LGBTQ community. ABC's Derek Dennis reports.
California's governor saying this is absolutely horrific. This disgusting hate has no place in California. Authorities say the suspect was fatally shot by sheriff's deputies during a confrontation. The victim, 66-year-old Laura Ann Carlton, leaves behind a husband and 9 children.
We are getting word that suspect may be identified later today, perhaps tomorrow. The Anti-Defamation League, meanwhile, citing an increase in rhetoric and certain legislation nationwide. The ACLU now tracking 491
approaching a railroad crossing.
Anti-LGBTQ legislation. Well, if you want to buy a new car for under $20,000, CBS's Steve Kaysen says the road leads to one remaining model.
Just one option left under $20,000, according to Cox Automotive. The Mitsubishi Mirage sold for an average of $15,205 last month. Some other models have starting prices below $20,000, but with options and shipping go higher than that. The average new vehicle now costs $48,000, thanks to more than 30 models in the U.S., now with sticker prices above $100,000. Finding a smaller car is tougher now. GM, Ford, Toyota, and other automakers have been getting out of the compact and subcompact business, shifting more to SUVs and trucks. Steve Kafen, CBS News.
And Kitty, it's the continuing saga of the San Francisco Robo-taxi. Cruise now reducing its fleet in the city by 50%. The reduction requested by the DMV so they can join law enforcement in investigating several incidents of autonomous vehicles malfunctioning and blocking traffic in the last week alone. State regulators have given Cruise and Waymo approval to expand operations across the city 24/7 earlier this month. 4:06 on the KFBK Afternoon News with Kitty O'Neill.
All right, thank you, Joe. Sacramento's music committee and community, I should say, in Sacramento, committed to the region, but they think there's a need for more performance opportunities. KFK's Dana Kodiak has more on the newly released results of the new survey on the Capital Region's music economy. Those surveyed include musicians, bands, songwriters, and producers. Venue operators and agents also responded to the survey. The study showed the need, especially for more venues with the capacity for about 100 to 500 people. The music census, conducted by Sound Music Cities, also found the Sacramento area's regulatory process impedes more venues from hosting live events and can make opening a venue less profitable. Musicians spend just over $9,000 annually on industry services, with only half of that spent locally. Dina Kodiak, KFBK, Sacramento's News Radio. All right, and your poll question today is about driving and speeding in particular. There's a stretch of Highway 101 in southern Monterey County, San Luis Obispo County. Where it is not as important as really just this whole idea of lowering the speed limit to really stop speeders. Apparently, it's been 70 miles an hour, and it's going down to 65 because the CHP says 71% of all the citations for driving over 100 miles an hour happen on that 40-mile stretch of highway. So this must be a stretch where people really want to go fast. But do you think lowering the speed limit by 5 miles an hour will make a difference? If someone has the inclination to speed down that stretch, 71% of citations for going over 100 are there. Do you think a 5-mile reduction in speed, 5 mile an hour reduction in speed will make a difference? Just maybe mentally, 70, just, I can go really fast. Oh, it's 65 now. Okay, then I'm not going to go under 100. What do you think? Will it have a difference? Will it make a difference? Pound 250 on your smartphone. Keyword open mic if you have some thoughts on that. All right, so we'll get to that right now. Top national and international stories at KFBK News Radio, live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app.
From ABC News, I'm Jeff Severson. President Biden on Maui talking with first responders. You guys check the groups out here? And his and the First Lady's visit and tour the wildfire disaster area. The last hour, the chief executive got a helicopter tour of the burned area of the island.
We will be respectful of the sacred grounds and the traditions that rebuild the way the people of Maui want it built, not the way others want it built.
FEMA Director Dion Criswell says the good news is they've searched nearly 85% of the burned areas. What may be bad is
this remaining 15% that's out there includes several multi-story, multi-family dwellings.
FEMA Director joining President Biden in Maui and assigning a full-time administrator to help residents recover and rebuild. Andy Field, ABC News, Washington.
Millions across California and 7 other states are on alert as the remains of Tropical Storm Hillary move north. Skies clear over Southern California, where cleanup is going on. ABC's Orange Shaw in Palm Desert, California.
It's crews all around the city just cleaning up. One street down from us, you have many trees that are just completely down. And for a couple of reasons. You have incredibly intense winds and then soil on the ground that just couldn't get absorbed quickly enough. Again, we're in the desert, one of the driest parts of the country here.
Tropical storm could hit the Texas Gulf Coast tonight. Bail for President Trump when he arrives at the Atlanta courthouse this week for arraignment in the election interference case. $200,000, $20,000 in cash is enough to post. Filing for bankruptcy protection from creditors, the Roman Catholic Archdiocese of San Francisco. This after a California law allowed more than 500 sex abuse lawsuits to come forward, some dating back decades. One alleged victim, Dan McNevin.
If they succeed, they'll limit what survivors can receive in compensation, and they'll freeze the files that are so important to understanding what went on and what still may be going on.
You're listening to ABC News.
And it's 4:10, traffic and weather together. Dana Hess in our KPK traffic center.
And brought to you by Gold Coast and downtown of the Split. About 15 minutes eastbound Cap City. Heavy traffic through Midtown mostly. Split to Roseville, 10 minutes eastbound 80. Not bad. Madison to Greenback's got all that's going to slow you. Downtown to El Grove, 11 minutes on I-5. Nothing slowing you there. 15 minutes on 99, so a little delayed. Downtown to Folsom is 19 minutes eastbound 50. It's a good ride anytime, pretty much. Downtown to Woodland, 16 minutes northbound I-5. If you go into Davis, it's going to be about 14 minutes westbound 80 at the Mace Boulevard. Just learning now, southbound 99th Fruit Ridge Road. An accident, all vehicles on the shoulder, just north of Fruit Ridge, they're saying. So be aware of that.